Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Not a whole lot.
I'm fixing to die. Hurricane coming.
Oh yeah. Are you right in the path or
Pretty much. We're gonna get the dirty side of it too.
fun?
So, because yeah, it's that one that's in the Gulf that's coming up, and it's gonna be going like, what, in between? Fucking pull the map before I say something stupid. Yeah, right in between Louisiana and Texas, but
Yeah.
it's more so Louisiana going up around Lake Charles area. Then yeah, all this downtown New Orleans is gonna get the dirty side essentially.
And New Orleans getting fucked as usual.
Yep. But it's a great state. I love it here. It's fine. Alcohol flows just like the Mississippi River does.
Yeah. Yeah, they were one of the first ones to have the drive-through daiquiri bars.
Yes, and we're also one of the last ones to comply to the federal regulation of changing the drinking age to 21.
Ha. Nice.
They basically held the state hostage for what was it? It was road money for the highways and everything. So federal government basically was just like, look, you're gonna change to 21. And Louisiana's like, well, no, we're keeping it at 18. And they're like, oh, well, we'll just hold all this money for your bridges and everything. They're like, all right, fine, we comply. That's how
Dirty
it works.
bitches.
I was like, you motherfuckers.
So then you were able to drink when you were 18?
Well, I wasn't here when I was 18.
Oh. Okay.
But from all the locals that they told me, yes. Yeah, it was only changed like. Alright, let me Google this before I say something wrong. It's like fairly recent almost. Change drinking age to 21. Back at 86. Hold on. However, Louisiana's de facto drinking age remained until 95. That's it. Due to a loophole. I was about to say, like, it was fairly recent they changed this shit. Yeah, 96, Louisiana Supreme Court briefly lowered the drinking age to 18, but reversed his decision 3 months later, raising it back to 21. Oh yeah, and it says it right there, like, QORA, it's Louisiana's drinking age related to 21 from 18 in 1986 to avoid losing federal highway dollars.
It's a pretty legitimate reason to do that. You don't want your roads all fucked up.
They're still fucked up down here, what you talking about?
I mean,
We're
they'd
built
be
for the potholes
worse,
downtown.
though. They would be worse.
Yeah, they just don't spend it on the road actually here, they just line their pockets with it. Just like the sewage water board. Anyways,
No, what they do is they like put little patches that are shitty as fuck and don't cost like anything. And then pocket the rest.
Yeah. No, they don't even do that. Like, literally, like, the roads downtown are, like, so atrocious with potholes, it's ridiculous. There was one pothole that was, like, on Canal Street. It was so big that, like, it filled up with water one day, and people were, like, fucking swimming in it. It was, like,
Really?
basically a sinkhole. Yeah.
Wow. That's bound to
They're like-
become a sinkhole.
Yeah, they were treating it like a fucking jacuzzi.
Jesus.
It's wild what people do down here.
Dude, Louisiana people are different.
Oh yeah, I've learned that. Living here 7 years now, they build different. And I thought I could drink because of the military. Ooh. I've been put to shame on that.
I can definitely put my fair share away. But I quit my job this morning.
Oh. Congrats. Early retirement?
No. I wish.
Me too.
Fucking retired at 30.
That'd be dope.
I'd be pretty close to it if I stayed in the military.
Yeah.
I'd be 10.5 years of service right now.
That'd be 2011. I'd have been 13.
Oh, you went in 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in 13. Oh, actually, so I would have been 11.5 years. So I'd have like 4.5 years to go. For the earliest you can retire, you know, at 16 years. Not necessarily getting, you know, full benefits or nothing, but
Right.
I mean, I kind of got somewhat of a retirement. I get $500 a month for my disability.
Well, what's that percentage at?
30.
That's not bad. It's something. I mean, shit. It's money in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost my rent paycheck every month.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever tried to see about getting it up?
Well, no, because I just started actually getting my disability
Oh.
like last year.
Are you streaming?
I am.
Okay.
I can mute it for a minute. Hang on.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, like, they have, like...
I'm not worried about it though.
Yeah, I'm sitting at, like, 70%.
I think Peggy's like 80 or 90.
Well, Peggy jumped out of fucking planes.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And
he's
spent a while
he's
at a
different
hospital.
breed. He's a different breed. Like he should be at 100 if anything. Like I'm pretty sure he could bump himself up to 100.
I think he did bump himself up to 90 from 80, if I recall correctly. And he's been trying to get it to the 100, but it is fairly difficult to do that.
Yeah, and all these guys and everything too that I've talked to before about it, they're just like, yeah, that jump from 90 to 100 is something fucking significant. Like they're like, you.
Oh yeah,
actually
pretty
have to
much
have, like a.
doubles your income too.
Mm,
That's part of the reason
Yeah.
why they do it like that.
yeah, it's like $3,000 a month. It's fucking nuts.
I know somebody who was med-sept with 100.
Yeah, I do too. I know a couple guys like that. One dude, oh my god.
And
I
like,
working with this guy, the core engineers. He got med-sept 100%, and then he ended up becoming like a professional like bodybuilder. I'm like, the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's my back. I'm like, but you're built like a shipwreck house and you work out every. This doesn't make sense. He's like, just shh. Be
just shh. You know, the guy that I knew was a fucking piece of shit. And he was playing on the softball team. And he got hit in the head with the softball. And like, I say this guy was a piece of shit because like, to Marine Corps standards, he was a piece of shit. Like, lazy as fuck. Hardly ever fucking did anything. He was overweight. They were about to actually fucking try and ADSEP him and start the process of ADSEPing him for being overweight. And he gets hit in the head with a fucking softball. So obviously they can't really do a whole lot about that. And he starts going to medical and complaining about migraines and all this and that. Gets med-sept with 100% disability for chronic migraines.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking shitbag. It was like a fucking 8-month-long process, but yeah, he got out, I think, a year and a half before his original service contract ended. So he's only in for like 2.5 years, and yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he found a way to get it to work in his favor. Like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, there's a guy I knew too. He basically somehow got in through MEPS with asthma.
Give me just a minute. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
I had a phone call. What were you saying? I forgot.
Oh, so this guy I knew that got through MEPS somehow with asthma. Waited about 2 years and then went to medical and said, I'm having trouble breathing. Full med-sept out, asthma.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck?
So, this one gal I knew, still talk to her every once in a while, but she has a rare condition where her body does not produce sweat.
Here I am over sweating.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Does not produce sweat. We're made it through boot camp. made it through combat training, got to her MOS study, and that's where I met her. And that was in 29 Palms, California, where it's like 120 degrees every fucking day.
I've heard the stories.
And, you know, she just kept kind of getting sick and not feeling good, and didn't know this was even like a thing that was possible to happen. Finds out that through going to medical all the damn time, she can't sweat, and the reason she's been getting sick is because she keeps having heat stroke from being in 120 degree weather every goddamn day. Goes through the whole process, gets medically separated, and like never knew that she had this condition. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, what because we used to hang out a lot. Because on 29 Palms, the base we're on, there's actually like a lounge area that has like all kinds of video games and shit. So you can go and you give them your ID, and you can take a controller and go a game and a controller and go play games for the day.
Yeah, it's like NWR.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we would go do that and play like fucking Tekken and Mario Kart and shit together, and like we hung out a lot. But yeah, I found out that she has this super rare medical condition where she cannot produce sweat. And, you know, considering at the time we were still in Iraq and Afghanistan, and, you know, 29 Palms is where they send Marines to acclimate to the weather before sending them to Iraq and Afghanistan. And she was having trouble there, and they're just like, yeah, that's a liability, so we're just gonna send you home.
Yeah, makes sense. Fuck.
But I don't think she actually got disability, though, because it was technically a pre-existing condition.
Correct. Yeah. No.
So unfortunately, she got separated. I think she did get some sort of like a severance payment. But like, god damn, that sucks. Because like, she really wanted to, you know, do her service, and I mean, she went through everything.
Yep.
Only to find out halfway through her MOS training that she if she were to stay there, she very well could have just died one of the days. Mm-hmm. Without even knowing. Just like, the fuck.
Fucking wild.
Oh, I missed a call from... Oh, well.
Funny, my boss is like doing a roll call on Teams.
What was that?
My boss is doing like a roll call on Teams, and he's like, alright, who's staying? Everyone's like, yeah, we're staying. No one's fucking worried about the storm.
Shit, I don't know my fucking password on this. Okay, that's for this. Oh, okay. I don't know why I got emailed about that. Like, it's just telling me my pay stub is available.
No.
But
Alright.
I don't get paid until the 15th. Why are you telling me this now?
They want you out early.
Oh, I basically walked into the office today and dropped my shirts off, my key off, and grabbed my drink out of the fridge and left.
You quit?
Yeah.
And you didn't even text me?
I messaged you.
Man,
No, he walked in and he said, "Fuck that
About 32
said
minutes ago.
32 minutes ago. On what, Facebook?
Discord.
Oh, you did? Oh, Discord. I ain't got a message on Discord.
No, in the gin chat.
In the gym.
I was just kind of waiting for you to see that, and then.
Oh, well, hopefully KO that dwarf. Well, I thought you were just messaging from your phone, man.
Nah.
Like, I just now got the notification that you went live. That's why I rushed. I got my ass off the pot, finished shitting, and rushed out here.
I knew you'd figure it out eventually. You're a smart guy.
I mean, I knew work was being fucking, especially your boss being a bitch for you. So, but all right, bud. Well, congrats to get out of that fucking shitty place, and hopefully, you'll get you a good beer with some of that monies. Hopefully, your ass can get you a better job, and you'll be a bit happier.
Yeah, I mean, mental health reasons. Like, I just
Banana.
left. I was like, you
Oh,
know, I can't fucking keep doing this shit. I was gonna wait and actually like put in a 2 weeks
No.
and wait till the end of the month, but
Nah.
this morning I was just like, fuck it. I'm just done with this. Like,
Yeah.
nothing happened yesterday. Yesterday was actually pretty good. And it was nice because like I spent most of the day at one customer's location and didn't hear from the boss like at all. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's a big clue in right there, though. If your day is nice because you don't have to hear from your boss, like that's already a clue in that job is not very good.
right. Dark Beast or Dagonoth? I think I got both of those.
Well, bud, at least you can watch the entirety of the debate and drink tonight.
Yeah. True.
The ex enrolled our daughter into this like church-based Girl Scout group. It's not Girl Scouts, but it's like a church-based kind of Girl Scout group. So it's because Girl Scouts are now merged with Boy Scouts.
Yeah, it's just the scouts now.
Just the Scouts of America now. Yeah. So she enrolled her in this, and they have a meeting tonight. So right after my daughter gets out of school, I'm gonna have to drive to hand her over to her mom, and then I'll have to rush my ass back out at like 9:30ish tonight to get her, even though her bedtime on school nights is 8:30. So this is
I
gonna
mean,
be fun.
if they do shit like what I did growing up and going to scouts, like that's awesome because that's a great experience, honestly.
Yeah, I have no real idea what this place does, and I don't even know what Scouts of America does anymore. But her mom and I are both kind of a little against putting her in the Scouts of America just because we'd want it more focused on other things. But like they do a camp out, which I don't think she's gonna go to because you have to have a parent there because of her age. She'd have to have a parent there the whole time. They do activities and they have badges to earn. One of their badges is it's called like a service badge, so it's like doing stuff for the community, which they have on the 12th of October. They'll have this breast cancer awareness kind of parade and baseball game going on in the town where my ex lives, and the scout thing that my daughter's now part of will do cheering and handouts to the community that shows up there for awareness and all that, and that counts as service hours towards that badge. So I mean, there's things like that, and apparently they do learn some pretty decent stuff.
Yeah.
Leadership, outreach, so neat things like that, you know. Neat things like that. There's a father-daughter dance, but that's in January. And with my newborn being born, I don't know if I'll make it to that father-daughter's dance. Trying to read. There's a lot of different things. I don't have the whole informational fucking booklet to see what all they actually do, but I mean they have a decent amount of badges that they can earn. So we'll just have to wait and see if she even likes it after tonight.
Yeah.
I never did Boy Scouts, but I mean, you know, I was thrown out into the woods, had to learn a lot of shit. I didn't learn how to make 17 different knots.
I don't remember most of the knots, dude.
I know how to make the monkeys. The monkey's fist. The monkey.
I don't think I ever knew how to make a monkey's fist.
I never learned that one. I knew people
No,
who
that
knew
was,
how
that
to do
was
it.
fucking impressive. Basically, just making the rope into a fucking ball.
Then you beat people with it, like.
Hell
What?
yeah. And then we discovered soap bars and socks.
Other than soap bars, fucking them little padlocks. Oh god, dude. Back to basic, goddamn blanket party. Fuck me, that poor guy. Got what was coming to him though, little rat fuck.
Little
You
rat
know exactly,
fuck.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, dog. Little rat fuck. I'm gonna go tell the instructor. Like, what? Good luck sleeping tonight, bitch.
See, in the Marines, though, they don't give a fuck, and they'll fucking PT the person who tells also.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They
no,
get
he got
punished
PT
for
with it, yeah.
for
Being
Yeah.
a little bit.
ratting out your friends.
Yeah, he got punished. He got punished more than once. He got we fucking iron mic'd with our goddamn weapons above our head for like fucking 3 hours in the middle of the night, and as soon as we were released to go to sleep, every fucking one of us laid awake waiting on that sumbitch to pass out. And when he passed out, it was game fucking on. It was game fucking on.
What fucking time? What?
You ever have to have someone like when they do the laundry day for all the linens? You ever short sheet anybody?
No.
No.
That
Shit was funny.
we wouldn't do
So
that.
so
no.
that like once a week, usually on Sundays, they would do a whole linen cleaning day. So everybody's linens get taken to get clean, and you get new linens. And there's usually a group of like 5 to 10 people that would go and get the new linens and then remake everybody's racks. Usually it was the people who decided not to go to church,
Nani?
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes if someone pissed you off, or because you were, buddy with them and it's funny to fucking do, you'd short sheet them. So when you make their rack, you have 2 sheets and like a wool fucking blanket. That's your rack, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom sheet just covers the mattress completely. And then the top sheet you're supposed to lay under. And you just fold it in half to where it looks correct, but when they go to get in, they can only get halfway into their fucking rack because of the way that it's folded. Shit's funny as shit.
That's fucking hilarious. No, see, we didn't have that. You didn't help your buddy. Fucking, it didn't matter. Linen days, everyone had to be there. They did it. They didn't do it during church hours. So like everyone had to make their own. Yeah, we were all
Today a
held
national
accountable for
holiday?
that.
Well, and, like,
no.
one of our required equipments is electrical tape.
You guys
And
got electrical tape.
yeah, that's part of like our gear. You're required to have it.
Bro, I got fucking gypped.
One night, the guys that were on duty went and used 3 rolls of electrical tape to tie a dude in his fucking rack.
God.
They just wrapped the shit around him while he was sleeping. He woke up about halfway through it, but already at that time it was too late. And then he had to like fucking struggle out of there and rip that shit off of his rack so that the drill instructors never found out. And then he fucking rolls it up. He rolls it up into this fucking ball that's like 8 inches in diameter. And just hucks it out one of the fucking windows. And the drill instructors found it the next day. And like, no one knew which platoon it came from. Because like, our barracks is a 2-layered barracks, but it's in like a big U shape.
Yeah.
The bathrooms are in the middle of the U, like the bathrooms and showers and shit. And then there's sleeping quarters on the long ends of the U. And so there's 4 platoons there, 2 on the bottom on each side and 2 on top. No one knew which fucking platoon did it or where the fuck it came from. And so we all got fucked up.
That's hilarious. It's funny though because we didn't have windows in our at our barracks. We weren't allowed windows. No, that's not. We were allowed to have a very small amount of what we call 100-mile-an-hour tape. I'm sure you all got to play with that shit too, Gar. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's basically army knockoff duct tape. Is what it is. Yeah,
No.
you know, because you can't have Velcro in the military. It's called hook and pile. Because there's you can't copyright the patent. So we had 100-mile-an-hour tape. And that shit. The only thing we'd ever do with that is we would find people that would have their legs dangling out or their arms dangling out, and we would fucking take a strip of it and you'd put it on them, especially the hairy sumbitches.
Ooh.
Fucking attach it to the bunk. That way, if they jerk, they'd rip their fucking hair off. Luckily for me, I wasn't a very hairy person, so I never had that happen.
Yeah, I actually never got fucked with by the other guys in my platoon. Because I just kind of kept to myself.
Dude, I was a top bunker, right? And I pissed off the dude that slept underneath me because he was part of a different platoon. He got transferred to a different platoon, but he still had to sleep underneath me. I fucking pissed him off. I can't remember what I did to piss him off. But one night, I fucking woke up, smashed into the fucking floor. He had gotten up, and while I was asleep, I guess I was snoring loud. He grabbed my fucking mattress and flipped that motherfucker with me on it off the fucking bunk.
Goddamn.
That shit hurt. I hit the ground so hard. we had the instructor burst through the door. He's standing there staring at me. And I got smoked, right? As soon as he made sure nothing was broken, I got the shit smoked out of me. He said, "Stop rolling out of your fucking bed." I was pissed. I was pissed, dude. Sorry. I'm not gonna say how, but that's the sumbitch that slept underneath me got pink eye about a week later.
Yeah. I remember we had this one like chonky kid in our platoon. Like he made it all the way through boot camp and was chonky the whole fucking time. I don't know how. I don't fucking know how. But anyways, he was what we call the whiskey pig.
Yeah.
he kept inventory of our whiskey locker. It was just like our supplies locker. Kept all the cleaning supplies and other bullshit that we needed during boot camp that we weren't allowed to have direct access to all the time. So it's actually like a fucking closet that has a big metal door that locks on it. But he had to be the one who like checked things out to us and checked it back in and did all that shit, because there were things in there that like we're not allowed to have access to, like the rifles got put in there, right? And
Yeah.
so sometimes he wouldn't be doing drills with us, he would be doing inventory because it's required. And one of the times we're doing drills, the fucking drill instructor, and like we're fucking it up, and the drill instructors are like, they're fucking basically scripted that like at certain points during your training they just flip their shit and get all pissed off and shit, right?
Yep.
For like no fucking reason. Everybody's like, what the fuck, what did we do? Well, this was one of those times. Drill instructor forgot he was in there doing inventory, and he's leading us all back into the barracks, gets all pissed off and fucking hucks his clipboard into the whiskey locker. Blindly fucking smacks this kid in the face, like square in the forehead. The metal part of the fucking clipboard hit him in the face.
Oof.
Cut his ass open. He went to fucking medical. There was a whole fucking spiel about it. Everybody had to like make statements about what had happened, and that, you know, the drill instructor didn't like maliciously throw the fucking clipboard at him out of anger. And it was a whole fucking thing, and everybody like said the same shit, like, nah, the drill instructor is just mad at us because we messed up drill and he threw the thing in there without looking, and like the base general got involved, and like it was an ordeal. Like, because they had to make sure it wasn't actually like a fucking abuse thing happening. But yeah, that shit was funny. Like,
That shit was funny, dude. Yeah. No.
I'm sure the guy who got hit in the face with the clipboard didn't think it was funny, but I still remember his fucking name. It was Hauser Dutton. Hauser Dutton.
That poor son bitch.
Yeah, he's like some fucking German kid.
Just got caught in the midst of some
Yeah.
fucking.
Drill instructor not even looking, just hucks it to the left as he walks past the whiskey locker, and I never saw exactly what happened, but I could just imagine that guy just in there, just he's got his own clipboard because with taking the fucking inventory and shit, making sure nothing's been stolen out of the whiskey locker. Here's the drill instructor come in, looks up and just clipboard whack to the face.
It's pretty rough. That poor son bitch. Poor son bitch. No. I don't think we ever personally had anything like that happen. I mean, everybody didn't watch, but heard me get my fucking ass beat in the showers because I decided I was gonna be a smart ass and talk back. I didn't talk back after that day. But I had that coming. I definitely had that shit coming. No, I don't think. Hell, I don't think our drill sergeants ever even carried clipboards for a damn thing.
I don't know why ours did.
Yeah, no, our supply and all that we didn't keep ourselves. It was all locked up because every basic training unit has a supply sergeant that is assigned duty at that basic training location, and we have an armorer assigned as well. So our weapons and supply are all stored in their own separate building with an office for the person in charge. So we didn't have to worry about doing none of that. Just thank God, because the people I fucking went to training with, they would have stole more than half the shit out that sumbitch. It would have been fucking a nightmare.
I think the closest I ever came to having a problem with anybody is when we were going through learning what like all the different medals you can earn are.
Yeah.
and I seen like towards the bottom of the list, you get a medal for being a prisoner of war.
Yes.
And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do they get a medal for being a prisoner of war?
Oh God, no.
And someone else
No.
got mad about it. I was like, the fuck do you get a medal for getting caught? Like, you should be reprimanded for that shit. And like, that guy was mad and wanted to throw hands with me, and I think it was just the fact of he would get in trouble if he did
Yeah.
that stopped him from doing it. But and I still stand by that. Like, you shouldn't get a medal for getting fucking caught by the enemy. I'm sorry if that's controversial or not common agreeance on that, but that's just how I feel about it. Like,
I don't know if I didn't know you know how you come about that medal, but I mean I could see getting, you know, not awarded for it, but you know, like a ceremony or something that you got away safely with your life and shit like that. But fuck.
yeah, like sure, I can agree with that, but like getting a medal, and it's considered like an honorable medal to get. It's just like you got caught. You're being rewarded for getting caught.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can follow your logic on that. I don't really know why they probably coined the medal just so they'd have something to give you, some kind of a fucking ceremony to fucking stand you up in front of people and get some good PR for it, some shit like that. Like me, I never wanted to ever come close to getting a fucking Purple Heart. It's fucking the way we looked at it was a Haji marksman badge.
A Purple Heart, completely understandable. Like,
Yeah,
you were injured in service.
yeah. But the way we looked at it with where we were, 'cause you know, most of the time, any firefight we ever got into, you could tell the enemy was shooting at us while they were running away. So if you ever took a bullet or got grazed and got a Purple Heart for it, to us it was a Haji marksman badge. You just gave a fucking Haji his marksman badge. Somehow he hit you with a bullet while running away from you, shooting over his shoulder. Oh, oh my God!
How the fuck do I get there
Yar.
again? What?
I'm sending this to you on Facebook.
Okay.
Look at this picture.
Juju? I believe it's Juju. Yeah, I'd say that was probably the closest I ever came to actually like throwing hands with anybody in basic.
Oh fuck! I never got the chance to.
Was because I voiced that to like 3 or 4 people, and like one of them was like turning red. He was so goddamn mad.
That's
I
yeah.
was just like,
I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion on it. I mean, if someone had family members that were POWs, I'm sure that they feel a certain strong way about it. But I mean, I could agree with your logic on that. I don't think you should get a medal to celebrate it. Who the fuck wants to be like, hey, you know, let me rub it in your face. Hey, I was a prisoner of war. Look at my shiny medal, man. Fuck that.
that fucking the thing you sent me. Oh my
fucking great,
god!
isn't it?
They do if you finger them right. What? How the fuck do I actually
That's
get?
fucking terrible.
Is that where I need to go? I think that's where I need to go. How the fuck do I get back over there?
Don't you go in the hole to your south
Nope,
and
there
then
it is.
cross?
I was figuring out where I have to cross these fucking vines. I couldn't remember.
Oh.
I haven't been here in so long. Yeah, I think I need to go to that hole. Which I need to go up and cross the river to get to.
Dude, that area of the jungle down there, I still can't figure. Yeah, even in old school, I can't figure out how to get to fucking anywhere.
Like, and I apologize if that actually like
Oh,
triggered
you
anyone
go,
who may be
bud.
watching, but that's just how I
Oh.
feel about it.
I think it's just me in here, bud.
Okay, well,
Ah,
then that's okay.
uh,
Fuck you.
I ain't I just said fuck you. I ain't gonna get triggered, but I've seen some shit and I still don't get triggered by shit like that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I've fucking hell. One of the few times I came home, I was in uniform and I went to surprise one of my buddies I went to high school with, and we were out at the local park and the basketball area, she's shooting some hoops, fucking chilling, catching up, and this lady walked up and started screaming at me and asking me how it felt to be a fucking murderer. And I fucking did it. This was my moment of something's wrong with me. I pulled a knife out and I threw it on the ground in front of her and I said, "All right, if you think I'm a murderer, why don't you take me out?" She just walked away. Still pissed at me.
These ones.
Tank over here served in the 95th hot dog eating club. What are you doing, Shank? You running some oh, you're AFK, aren't you? He's AFK. He's just chilling in the fucking where is that?
Hmm?
Is that that thieving pyramid place?
Oh, he's in the Sepulchre.
Sepulchre, that's what it is, yeah.
Hallowed Sepulchre, I believe is what it's called.
So Dusty's already beaten Space Marine like 9 times over. He's already done all the special missions. Now he's just waiting on the fucking DLC to come out.
Waiting for friends to get the game so we can carry them through.
Yeah. I'm trying to not have anything spoiled about that game. I kind of do want to get it.
It looks pretty good.
It does. It looks fun. The girlfriend wants to get me Dark Tide, so I'll play Dark Tide with her. But from what I can tell, it's best to wait until they update the crafting system to play that game again. I've just been going through my fucking Steam list, going down old little games and playing them here the last few days, beating them and then uninstalling them. We need a new multiplayer game for everyone to play together.
Yeah.
New World gets updated October 25th, yeah?
I believe so, yeah.
Not Rise of Angry Earth. We already have that. Which DLC's coming out? Do you remember what it's called?
Is there another DLC coming out?
Well, I thought the next expansion was like a DLC, right? Launching October 3rd. No, that's like
I
a
think they're
year
just
away.
it's just a big patch day.
Just a big
They're,
patch.
they're just doing like massive patching.
I thought they were adding to it. I do know that the October update is when crossplay comes into effect. And we'll have to play with a bunch of console people.
That might be what the October update is about, is actually releasing crossplay.
Yeah. See, because you had to purchase Rise of Angry Earth to get access to whatever's coming up.
But they are doing some updates to like gear score and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna get bumped up again, which means that fucking once again I'm gonna be 8 years behind the curve.
I don't know. Willie might have more information about it. I don't recall actually looking at what's supposed to be happening exactly.
motherfuckers are gonna on the console are gonna get fucking pre-order bonuses and shit for mount skins and stuff that we don't have access to. God damn you people. Google. Give me New World roadmap. Maybe it's on the
So what's
roadmap.
going on?
Well, we've been chatting for a bit, but you weren't here. Let's see.
No, I was here.
So, cross-world expeditions and improved group finders, season trial, winter rune forge, more season pass rewards, gamepad support, update, new artifacts, fully updated main story quests. Oh, this was May. Yeah, that was fucking May. Okay, so what's coming up? Dan, if you remember, what's coming up in the update for New World?
Like, what's new?
Yeah, what's gonna be new, right? Because you had to buy the Rise of Angry Earth DLC to get access to what's coming up. Well, do you remember what it's called?
Called the Aeternum or some shit like that. I don't know.
Aeternum.
Something like that, yeah.
New World Aeternum release date. October 15th. That's what it is. It's Aeternum. They have the open beta. So what is Aeternum? What is Aeternum? Explore the Eternal Isle. No, Aeternum is where we're at. That's the name of the place we're on, right?
Not that I know of. Oh.
Yeah, Aeternum.
Yeah, Aeternum.
That is where we are located in New World.
So maybe it is just a massive update to it. Big patch. Oh, it's now going to be called New World Aeternum. So New World is now back. It's technically now back in a beta state.
Nani?
Until October 15th, it's considered in a beta state because they're rebranding it as New World Aeternum with the launch on consoles, or at least the name on consoles is going to be New World Aeternum. Okay, so the next area we're apparently gonna get is a spooky gothic horror zone type of area. And that could still be coming after the Aeternum update.
So they're basically just rebranding with it.
Yes.
That's kind of stupid, but alright.
Yeah.
You just got the drop that you're supposed to add to the Abyssal Whip to make the Vine Whip.
Right.
So what happened, Gar? You didn't want to go to work today?
I quit.
No, you didn't. Did you?
Yeah.
God damn. Fuck happened?
Nothing in particular. I just quit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like something happened yesterday or today. It's just
Series of
everything
bullshit.
that's happened since I started working there. Like, just
Oh, okay.
tired of it. And don't want to deal with it anymore. And
So a series of bullshit. Got it. I feel you.
I mean, I did find out recently that the boss has been telling other coworkers that he's wanted to fire me.
Yeah, man. Fuck
But-
that, dude.
Yeah, when they told me that, I was like, fucking do it.
He wanted you to quit so he didn't have to pay you fucking unemployment.
I'll just get a new job that pays better.
I'm sure you can find that.
This is weird, cause I remember when we were looking at the stuff that was coming up for New World. I remember seeing that in order to get whatever was coming in October with the update in October, you had to purchase Rise of Angry Earth DLC.
Yeah, that's what they promised. Yeah.
Yeah, which is what pushed me to buy the Rise of Angry Earth DLC.
And I remember
That getting
reading it.
them
They were
out.
like, "Yeah, if you buy Angry Earth, then you get such and such free." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So
Yeah, it was something,
do
it
it.
was something was free. But now I don't see it. Like I don't see what it was. What
I
it was
swear to
gonna
God.
be.
I swear, if they jip us on this, I swear to God.
I'm not seeing it anymore.
Wow.
I'm not seeing any information on Steam of anything that you get when you purchase it, like upcoming stuff. I'm not seeing any news anywhere. The only thing I see is that October 15th they're releasing the crossplay stuff,
Mhm.
and they're fully releasing it on consoles outside of the NDA fucking closed beta. Which to me is really weird. Why is the beta confidential when the game is already out on PC? Like what are they changing that's gonna make such a difference to PC players that you have to have it confidential?
Supposedly, they're changing enough that it changes the whole game. Apparently, that's what I was reading up on, at least. That they're changing quite a bit. That it actually does change the game entirely.
Well, tomorrow they're doing the open beta.
All right. But only for console.
It says PC players can get in the open beta as well.
Oh, okay.
But that might be for people who don't have the game. I mean, the beta is going to be a separate, launcher thing.
Which means that none of that progress carries over anyways, so, yeah.
And that also means that we might be able to get the day one rewards carried over if we do the open beta tomorrow. We'll get a title, the Aeternum Trailblazer title. We'll get a pair of gloves, a pair of footwear, and a pair of legwear, as well as a tricorn of the Aeternian Adventurer headwear and greatcoat of the Aeternian Adventure chestwear.
Probably gonna look like shit.
So the open beta progress is capped at level 30, but people who the people who are pre-buying the game on console are gonna get a mount skin and some other skins that are that it doesn't look like it's gonna come to PC. So they're gonna get fucking free shit that we can't get, which I mean is expected. I mean they do that. Console does that shit all the time.
Well, it sounds like they're just trying to alienate the PC players.
I don't think they're trying to alienate. I think they're trying to get their numbers back up with consoles, and they're trying to just do some marketing to get more people to play. I think about it. That happens all the time when Sony releases a game. If you get it on your PlayStation, of course you get console specific rewards there that PC and Xbox don't get whatsoever, and the same shit happens on Xbox. So
Go.
tomorrow I might do this. I mean, I might download.
I mean,
the
I'll hop
beta.
on and see what they changed. That's about it.
I'm not seeing a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of things. And this beta will not have the store available or Marks of Fortune available like they did on the PC betas, where they gave us Marks of Fortune to fuck around with the store. So I guess So do I need to request access to the New World playtest? Is that what I need to do? Or do I just wait till tomorrow?
Are you kidding me? The fuck?
Oh, good.
It starts on the 13th and it ends on the 16th.
Oh,
So it's
gross.
a three. It's a 3-day runtime. Okay, so tomorrow, the open beta is downloadable. You can preload it tomorrow.
Just shot a whole bunch of mucus into my hand
What the
That's
fuck?
terrible.
when I sneezed.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like tomorrow the beta will be available to preload, but it will start on the 13th, so that we can see some of their changes and shit. So I guess we'll all be doing that.
Yeah, why not? Might as well.
Yeah. From what I've seen about Once Human, there's not really much change on that to really push me to go back to it right now. I mean, we can go back and finish the in-game content that we didn't do, but that's only if our shit hasn't been wiped and I haven't fucking loaded up New World in a minute.
Fuck, Calgary demons. Don't really want to do them right now.
They didn't say anything about a global wipe, right?
I mean, they talked about it a couple times. Their Discord talked about it a lot. It seemed like what came down to, like, news-wise, is that they didn't actually wipe you. It's if you wanted to start anew, you could go start anew, but there was talk about a possible wipe that will happen just so that they could, reuse the server.
Fuck that.
I needed to finish Children of Machina, okay. Learned, so okay, I just need to learn this one. Determined with this holster, so you're moving them between chambers. Okay. So I've got 2 things left to learn for Slayer. That's the new technique for ice strike worms and how to fuse rings to full Slayer helmets. I don't remember how fucking hard Calgarian demons are. I know they're up there in difficulty, but I don't remember if they have any like special mechanics. Fuck even are they? There it is. so we're gonna take some extra food just in case.
Well, alright, at least you can drink tonight without having to worry about what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
that's a good thing, I guess.
You know what sucks the most though, for my boss at least?
What?
One of our employees is about to go on maternity leave because he's about to have a kid.
And
I think
yeah.
like sometime in the next like week or two. And then another one also just put in their 2 weeks notice. And I know one of the other ones is also already in the process of getting a new job. Like pretty much half our staff is leaving. Including myself.
Well,
I mean, there's a reason for it. Like, the job itself is great. It's our boss.
management
Okay.
sucks. Like, is he the actual boss or is he more of management?
He's the owner of the company.
Oh yeah, fuck him.
He started the company himself back in like 1996. And it was just him for a long time. I don't know how long, but and he was like talking to me the other day because I don't do the cleaning list for the shop because I'm never in the shop. The only times I do is when I had called out and or had like a holiday during the week, and then I'd go in on Saturdays, do the cleaning list, and leave.
What do you mean cleaning list?
We have a list that we have to do every week of shit we have to clean in the shop. So it's like mop the floors, clean the bathroom, shit like that. But he's just like, well, I didn't see your name on the list. Like, really appreciate it if you would do some of the items on this. Why did I just? That was weird. He was like, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you would do something on the list and help out. Like it helps with morale. I was like, you know what else also helps with morale is if your supervisor actually shows up to the office, because he is never in the office. Like yesterday, he was in the office 3 minutes before close, and he was in for all of like 2 minutes just to pick up the paperwork. And that's the first time I've seen him in like a month and a half.
I mean, does he even do any of the original work, or is he just literally just there?
No, he just does like all the paperwork and shit, and talks to customers on the phone and stuff like that.
So basically, he's just doing bullshit, and he's not doing the original job itself. Which I guess, I mean, if he has enough of it to do, but I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't really have to have that much paperwork anyways, and to begin with, unless you guys have a giant clientele. Like,
we actually
you guys
have a lot of different customers.
Is it contracted or is it more of case by case?
It's more of just case by case.
Oh, okay.
Like even like the offices and stuff that we help out, we're really just their IT support, but not by like any kind of contract or anything. They just chose to use us over our competitors.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's plenty of companies around that do the same shit we did. But I mean, most of our clients are like older people who have used him for the last like 20 plus years. either to help build a new computer or repair a computer.
Is some of it shady? Like some of the practices?
Yes and no. Like, not really. It's more of like not necessarily concerning with making sure the customer gets the best thing, but as long
Yeah,
as we
that's
get
what
a
I mean,
sale. Like, for example, one of our regular customers is a organization called the American Gelbvieh Association. They deal with like sales and whatnot of Gelbvieh cows.
Okay.
They're a breed of cows. We do IT support for them a lot. And like I was there usually since I've been working here, I've been there maybe like 1 to 3 times every month. At a minimum. Sometimes more frequently than that. They called in last week with a issue about one of their computers not connecting to anything. So he had talked with them on the phone and was like, all right, well, if it's not working, then we'll reinstall Windows for you and reinstall Microsoft Office and da-da-da-da-da. Which, okay, if the computer's not working, it's an older laptop, makes sense, sure. I get there and talk to them in person and find out the computer's fine. They're trying to log in on a domain with domain credentials that don't exist anymore because we deleted that user on the domain. Okay. So it's like, oh yeah, like easy fix for you guys. You don't need to send the computer in to be fixed because like reinstallation of Windows is like $400.
Oh my god, is it really?
Yeah, because you have to buy the Windows license.
Holy shit.
And the labor for installing it.
Right.
And then we usually sell Microsoft Office for about $300, depending on the version of it. So like they're looking at $700 plus bill to repair this laptop and get a little bit more life out of it. And I'm just like, nah, that's not necessary. So I fixed it by logging into an intern account that they had because their intern was going to use it anyways. And I was like, yeah, the employee that used the laptop, their account doesn't exist anymore. That's why you can't log into it. So all you need to do is log into another account that's on the domain. And like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If someone ever told me that I needed to pay $700 to fix Windows, I'd just say, "Fuck you! I'm just buying a new laptop."
Right.
I'll buy another $300.
Well, that's why most companies do. That's why most companies do that.
Yeah.
Because the laptops that they get, they spend like $200 or $300, and it's like $400 to repair a computer, or $200 or $300 for a new computer. Like, you do the math there.
Yeah.
But anyways, the job originally was just supposed to be pick up the laptop, bring it back to the shop, and let them do their shit at the shop. So it's like, all right, whatever. While I'm there, they're like, oh yeah, we're having these other problems. So it's like, okay, this happens a lot. Like, customer says one thing, and then when I get on site, they're like, oh yeah, there's also this fucking 12 other things. Can you look at that while you're here? And so I'm working on fixing those, and he's just like, hey, are you still over there? Like, it was supposed to just be a pickup, and I was like, yeah, there was a couple issues with some of the other computers. Like, one of them...
viewers on defarm.com 1 echo.
I'll deal with you in a minute. One of the fucking... computers was a older Mac and couldn't connect to their shared drive on their NAS, which is if you don't know what that is, that's a network attached storage.
Yep.
So I try reconnecting it, and it's just, it like starts to connect, but then as soon as you actually select the folder you want to go into, it says there's a network problem. I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird. That's never happened on this machine before. Like, why is it having problems now? So I did some troubleshooting, find out it's got updates pending, so I run the updates, and it connects no problem. So, all right, cool. At this time is when the boss messages me. Yeah, the update, whatever pending updates were preventing it from connecting to the NAS. This one, the boss messages me, though. He's like, hey, this was just supposed to be a pickup. Like, are you still there? Did it turn into a job? And I was like, yeah, it turned into a job. I'm helping them fix a couple other problems. He's like, okay, well, don't fix that computer. I've already got it sold for a new Windows license and Microsoft Office license. And I was just like, okay. I already fixed it at that point. So I was like, okay. But I texted him back, okay, literally. And I was like, I'll just call him when I'm done and talk to him about it. The other computer was having some weird printing problems. I had to like reinstall the drivers for the printer and do a bunch of other shit. But, you know, no big deal. Took me a little while to actually get it fixed. Leave the job and call him. And he's just like, oh, well, I don't like that you undercut me. I already had it sold and da da da. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't need it. So like, why the fuck are we gonna charge them almost like $700 or $800 for a new Windows license and a new Microsoft Office license plus labor of installing both?
Gar, you don't
When
understand
all
the
they
con. Come on, Gar.
all they
Jesus.
needed to do was sign into a different account.
You don't understand the con. That is crazy, though. Dear God.
Like,
Fuck that.
I am all about, you know, helping the customer. That's our job as an IT computer support company.